Hi, my name is Frank A. Thomas, and I had the marvelous opportunity to speak with Reverend Dr. Danielle Brown, the senior pastor of the Shiloh Baptist Church in Plainfield, New Jersey, about preaching. Check out this clip from our conversation. To watch the full interview, click the link at the end of the video or in the description below. I guarantee you will be blessed. Who would you say are your preaching mentors?
Well, I think first it would be Bishop Hilliard and Dr. Bernadette Glover.
Okay.
Because they were the first preachers that I consistently saw in my formative years. I watched them and I studied them and could not get enough, right, of this preaching. And they were very much three-point didactic preachers, right, growing up and incredibly faithful to text. Dr. Bernadette Glover is one of the most disciplined preachers. Her preaching has evolved over time from that three-point didactic. She's a natural mystic, and now as I've watched her evolve over the many years of watching her ministry, I watched her kind of take some risks. And she also was my preaching professor at New Brunswick Seminary, and so taking risks with her sermonic approach, and so she, I would say, was that first mentor. And then, of course, Bishop Hilliard as my pastor. Then Dr. Cynthia Hale. I have studied Dr. Hale's preaching. She has such a way of taking lofty concepts and making them live. And so that's something that I've worked at, trying to, I don't want to confuse people. I want people at every age and stage to be able to comprehend this gospel and what I'm presenting. I've also studied Dr. William Houston Curtis, who has some of the cleanest transitions, and he also is a bit of a mystic too. But his sermonic construction and the way that he moves about his presentation. Obviously, Dr. Gina Stewart, who is one of the greatest preachers God ever made. I've studied her. Dr. Claudette Copeland. I think I have been such a student of preaching before I was even aware of it, that even as a kid, I just could not get enough of this preaching and listening to preachers. Dr. Prathia Hall, I mentioned, came to do a revival at our church. And I still have the tapes. I've listened to those tapes. Biggie Small says, I let the tape rock till the tape popped. My tapes are about to pop because I listened to them so much. She preached, the increase is in the decrease, and preached to the stump. And just the way that she formulated the sermon and faithfulness to the text and sermonic presentation, her voice, these things have just appealed to me. And so there's so many that I have kind of studied